If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and hopeless about climate change and want to know real ways to cope with it, then you're not alone. Your feelings are completely valid, and this video is made for you, so make sure to watch till the end. With ecosystems around the world being destroyed, the sixth mass extinction going on, more intense hurricanes and heat waves, and the average global temperatures rising, it is natural to feel extremely anxious and even spend sleepless nights worrying about our future. I certainly felt that way for a very long time, and there's a real term for this suffering and fear for our survival: climate anxiety. A team from the University of Bath surveyed 10,000 children and young people aged 16 to 25 years in 10 countries for climate anxiety. Nearly 60% of the respondents were extremely worried about climate change and felt sad, anxious, angry, powerless, helpless, and guilty. About 4 in 10 young adults are choosing not to have children of their own given the dire future that will face them. The primary root cause for this is government and generational failure to address climate change in time. So in this video, we will discuss how to transform our climate anxiety into effective climate action, because action is the only antidote to despair. We ultimately need to build a bright green fossil fuel free future, but getting there needs massive systemic action. So let's look at some existing solution guides. Arguably, the two most comprehensive resources on climate solutions are Project Drawdown and Project Regeneration, led by Paul Hawken. You can visit drawdown.org and find the amazing list of solutions and learn more about each. They're ranked by the amount of emissions they reduce. I gave my city planner a copy of this book 2 years ago and planted some seeds in his head. The amazing sequel and extension to Drawdown is Project Regeneration, and you can visit regeneration.org to learn more. It is the world's largest and most accessible list of climate solutions. Regeneration.org has a fantastic nexus which details environmental challenges and climate solutions. So you can click on a solution, let's say eating plants, and there will be a summary with a call to action with embedded links in all the descriptions you see, and the action items divided into individual actions, group or community-based action, company action, governance, how governments can support this. And they even have bad actors with their emails and phone numbers, which is extremely unique, and key players leading the implementation of this solution. They also have a list of learning resources divided into sections for watching, reading, and listening. Now we know some resources for climate solutions, but how do we make them a part of our daily life? According to a great framework by Will Grant of the Pachamama Alliance, there are 4 levels of action, especially when it comes to climate solutions.
What are 4 levels of action? The first is individual action. The second is action with my friends and family, the folks I'm directly connected to. The third is community and local institutions. And the fourth is the economy and policy change and changing laws. And so, in the environment, level 1 is, I recycle, I use less, I drive less. Level 2 is I get me and my family to do that. And maybe I put solar panels on my roof, and maybe I join a community-supported agriculture, a CSA.
For level 1 and level 2 actions, a great resource is Drawdown Eco Challenge. In this website, you can join many participants around the world for putting climate solutions into action. These solutions are divided into categories such as transportation, industry, buildings, and you can click on one category and you pledge to each of these actions that you're interested in. This way you can earn points and climb a leaderboard holding you accountable to act as you have pledged.
Level 3 is that's when I start to do things like change the way the schools that I'm connected to, right? The way that I change my workplace, that maybe I organize in my town, right, to start moving towards a community solar array, or that I start to, I go into the industries that I work in and I make changes. And the idea for level 3 for me is the place where it's at the level of institution and groups, but where I'm still known as a person.
For level 3 actions, we can implement small and replicable solutions in our neighborhoods, schools, and cities. Check if your city has an effective sustainability department, and if not, speak at city council meetings or with your mayor to propose one. We have a choice to become a smart and sustainable city as we grow. We don't want to make the same mistakes that other cities have made.
And then level 4 is, like I say, policy. It's change the law. It's write your congressperson. It's boycott this product. And the environmental movement, I think in a lot of ways, has given the message that's been at level 1 and level 4, right? Change individual actions, or sign this petition, lobby this person, right? And the thing is, I think our greatest impact is actually at level 2 and level 3, and especially level 3. The reason that I say that is, if I change a local institution or something that I'm involved in, I'm not just impacting my life, I'm impacting the lives of hundreds or maybe thousands of people. I'm also changing an institution, and then other institutions can take a look at that and take the model for that change.
My hope is that small-scale local solutions will catch on and replace existing polluting systems while empowering people and healing our planet. One of the most powerful ways to be part of climate action is to re-evaluate your paying job. Most of us work 8 hours or more per day. So what if our work was to help solve climate change and related issues, or even introduce climate solutions into our existing jobs? If your current job is damaging the planet in any way, then find what difference you can make, whether it is having climate education workshops, finding a specific climate solution project for your company, talking to your superiors, or even emailing your CEOs. Project Drawdown has an excellent how-to guide for employees looking to implement climate solutions in their workplace. Investors and companies are increasingly pouring money into ecosystem restoration, regenerative agriculture, mass deployments of renewables, grid electrification, ocean conservation, emissions reduction, and carbon removal. If you're seriously interested in a climate career, regardless of your background, then please do check out climatebase.org for the state-of-the-art database on climate jobs. You can find impactful and meaningful jobs across the globe and in sectors arranged by Drawdown Solutions. Another solid resource is the Work on Climate Slack community, through which you can seriously network with like-minded climate solvers and find jobs and companies dedicated to climate solutions. Terra.do is also an excellent resource to start learning about the climate career landscape, find mentors, and be part of a community which cares about climate change. And their mission is to get 100 million people working on climate change solutions relevant to them by 2030. We do not inherit the planet from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. If you are a parent, teacher, or educator, then you have the privilege of shaping our future generations in profound ways. What if we redefined what success means in an era of climate change? Imagine if our youth are disconnected from the American dream of a big home, fancy car, and material success. Instead, what if we taught our children permaculture philosophies, how to connect with nature, self-sufficiency, building healthy relationships, valuing experiences instead of things? You can shape the future of our species by shaping healthy perspectives in our future generations. If you're interested in resources on climate change education, check out CLEAN, Climate Literacy and Energy Awareness Network. Here you can find dozens of free teaching resources for K-12 students. Climate Science is another great organization creating free courses, curriculum, and kids' books to teach solution-based climate science. For nature connection resources and activities, the Maine Environmental Education Association has compiled a fantastic list of diverse lessons and activities from various organizations on this document. Talk to school principals and curriculum creators to incorporate climate change and nature connection education in classrooms. We need to listen to indigenous wisdom and create a culture where we can become ecological stewards who live in harmony with our planet. We cannot work on climate action in isolation. We need strong collective action to transform our death economy, which currently profits off of destroying our planet, into a life economy, which prioritizes the well-being of people and our planet. We need to build community and coalitions around climate solutions.
So please, contact our senators, all of them. Get weird with it if you want. You better yet, invite some friends over, get drunk, and just go to town on these guys. And if that's not really your speed, just get educated on the climate crisis. Maybe even join some local organizations like Citizens Climate Lobby, the Sunrise Movement, Extinction Rebellion, 350.org. The list goes on.
So take small steps, but just start somewhere. Climate action can be exhausting and frustrating at times, but stay sane, stay strong, and most importantly, stay healthy. After all, we're contributing our efforts to the greatest challenge humanity has faced yet, so it's no easy task. Join local organizations and chapters with existing programs in place, and I can assure you that you'll find new friends and a like-minded, action-oriented community. I want to offer one final perspective which helped reduce my anxiety by 70%. The ultimate way to reduce climate anxiety is to really embrace the fact that nothing lasts forever. The most certain aspect of this universe is that everything is constantly changing. Absolutely nothing is permanent. Every single civilization which has come before our modern globalized one has fallen. the only certainty of life is death. The Earth has survived 5 mass extinctions and will continue to survive until the Sun eventually consumes it in the red giant stage about 2 to 3 billion years from now. What will change for sure is how our civilization is structured, as we simply cannot have infinite growth on a finite planet. So until then, I hope you found this video valuable and learned something new to soothe your climate anxiety with practical action steps. As always, all the links to my video references are in the description, so please check them out. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button. It really makes a difference for us YouTubers. Share this video with more people. Hit that subscribe button below for a lot more informative videos on environmental topics coming up. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm very grateful for your time and energy, and I hope to see you soon on a new video.